Cobblemon is one of Minecraft's newest breakout Pokemon mods, and let me tell you, it lives up to the hype. While Pixelmon is still a great mod in its own right, I personally prefer Cobblemon's Minecraft style and simplicity, which I think blends way better into Minecraft than Pixelmon ever has for me. Plus, Cobblemon is doing their own thing. For example, with the new 1.4 Friends and Farms update, they're focusing on the cozy side of Pokemon and implementing new farming and berry features into the world of Minecraft, which again, fit perfectly. And if all that sounds good, then fear not. Today's video is all about showing you the ins and outs of the Cobblemon Minecraft mod, along with all of its features. So sit back and enjoy as I show you the charming world of the Cobblemon Minecraft mod. Oh, and Pixelmon Glazes in the comments, I just wanted to let you know that you guys can suck my... This video is brought to you by the Cobbleland Minecraft server. With any Pokemon Master's journey, there is always the age-old question. Which starter do I pick? Lucky for you, Cobblemon allows you to choose starters from Gen 1 all the way through to Gen 9. Although, Piplup is the obvious choice here. I mean, come on, he's just so adorable. And now, you and your first ever Pokemon can begin your journey. To craft your first Pokeball, you'll want to collect a copper ingot and 4 apricorns of any color. You'll be able to find the apricorns on the new apricorn trees, which spawn all around the world. You'll be able to tell them apart from the other trees by their unique brown leaves. A texture change added in update 1.4. Now, with your newly crafted Pokeballs, you'll want to go around and find some Pokemon that are close to your starter's level and show them who's boss. Or pick a fight that you're not cut out for and get shown up like I did. But if you're even installing the Cobblemon mod, I'm sure that you know the drill. Once they're low health, throw a Pokeball and boom, you've got a new party member. Rinse and repeat a couple more times, and soon you'll be on your way to becoming the very best, like no one ever was. God, that was so corny. Next bit. On your travels, you'll see a whole ecosystem of different Pokemon in their various different biomes. The mod currently adds a whopping 352 Pokemon to the game, with the goal of eventually adding all 1020 of the little... Hats off to the team, I do not have that kind of patience. Pokemon spawning, very similar to the games, is based off the location that you're currently at. So water-type Pokemon will spawn in water.
Really? No shit.
I'm fucking Sherlock Holmes, aren't I? But you get the point. A lot of Pokemon will spawn in a lot of areas, so you've got quite the challenge to collect them all. I mean, good luck when all of them are in the game. Another cool feature is some Pokemon even have vanilla-like interaction, such as the ability to shear a Wooloo or milk a Miltank. The 1.4 update also adds the long-awaited Pokemon cries to Cobblemon, so now they'll actually make a noise instead of just staring at you with their blank, unfeeling eyes. Okay, I'm creeped out. Let's move on. Battling with Pokemon is pretty similar to the games, and while the animations haven't properly been implemented for the Pokemon battles yet, I can assure you that the team are definitely planning on adding this in the future. Mate, what the fuck are you doing? The battle system that Cobblemon uses is the Pokemon Showdown engine, which simulates Pokemon battles using stats from the game, saving the team a lot of time, and if not for the engine, Cobblemon might not even be a thing. After beating wild Pokemon or other trainers in multiplayer, you'll earn XP to level up your Pokemon. Plus, you can give your Pokemon a plethora of held items to give them various different effects, such as XP Shout, which dishes out the XP from one battle onto all of the Pokemon that are currently in your party. But if you're a Pokemon fanatic, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Alright, what's next? Similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus, Cobblemon allows you to decide if and when you want your Pokemon to evolve. A feature that really should have been introduced into mainstream Pokemon games a lot sooner now that I think of it. But that's not the only feature Cobblemon has taken inspiration from. Your Pokemon are able to relearn moves they've forgotten, which is an awesome quality of life feature, which again, I don't know why it's not included in most of the mainline games, but oh well. And finally, the one I think is the coolest, you the player have to physically run from battles if you want to get away from them. Luckily for you, in the base mod, the Cobblemon won't chase you down. However, if that's something you're interested in, the Cobblemon Discord has a channel dedicated to add-ons which bring some funky features such as that onto the table. The link to that server is in the description below. Earlier, I mentioned the apricorn trees briefly, but let me get more in-depth because I did not do these things or the developers any justice here. You can find the trees throughout the overworld in biomes where trees typically generate, like forests or plains, and on them you can find 7 different colors of apricorns: red, yellow, green, blue, pink, black, and white. By using 4 of any color apricorn and a copper ingot, you'll get a regular Pokeball. If you mix and match the ingredients, you'll get a catalog of balls. Huh? Huh? You could even have one in each hand.
Did you write this?
Did I make the script really weird?
Did you write this?
I did write that.
Were you half asleep?
I think I was half asleep. I advise you to use just enough items with this mod because if you were a newcomer, you would have no clue how to craft some of these balls. I'm so sorry. What the fuck?
I'm gonna get demonetized.
I'm fucking make no money off this video. But for example, using 2 blue balls. No, we need to stop. But for example, using 2 blue apricorns and 2 red apricorns along with an iron ingot, you can craft a great ball.
My great ball.
I don't want your great ball. Or if you really want to flex, or just have 2 netherite ingots, 2 shulker shells, and a nether star lying around, you could even craft a master ball. Ooh. That's right, with the Cobblemon mod, you'll become a master at handling balls. Why did I write this? Okay, I need to stop before the developers tell me to take this video down. The 1.4 update has added around 70 berries into the Cobblemon mod, straight from the Pokemon games, as well as a ton of new crops. You can find these new crops all around your world. The new crops are useful for crafting a variety of items, from vitamins to mints to potions and more. So like I said, ideally you should really have just enough items installed. Berries are a different story. Not all 70 berries are available in the wild. Only a select few spawn naturally. The rest are obtainable through cross-mutation, which after reading the changelogs is just a fancy way for the devs to say that you have to plant them next to each other. However, this feature is really cool in my opinion, and it adds a whole extra level of depth for the people that are interested. Plus, the effort that you have to go through does not come without its benefits. Each one of the berries can be fed to a Pokemon to give them various different beneficial effects, from halving fairy type damage to curing a Pokemon from their confusion, just like berries work in the games. It's very clear that a lot of effort has gone into this whole berry system, and for any aspiring Pokemon trainers in the overworld, well, I'm sure that they're gonna love it. And speaking of things that Pokemon trainers are gonna love, if you want to see more Cobblemon videos, or just Minecraft modded videos in general, please do subscribe to the channel. YouTube tells me that 94.5% of you aren't subscribed, which is, you know, kind of a big number. So if you could hit that subscribe button, it would mean a lot. And while you're at it, why not like the video? All right, let's get back to Cobblemon. As I mentioned, one feature I love about the Cobblemon mod is its vanilla parity. And a big part of this parity is the way that you can go mining for evolution stones. And these textures for the ores look really clean. I'm a sucker for a good texture job, so really good job to the team here. I would kiss that thing if I could. And I have. But besides from the design, the evolution stones can be found anywhere underground, even with deep slate variants. And if you've played Pokemon games before, they work exactly how you'd expect, allowing you to evolve specific Pokemon to their final evolution, which is always a plus, unless they're really cute. Look at this guy again! Another big part of the parity is the inclusion of the Apricorn wood set, which is exclusive to the Apricorn trees I mentioned earlier. And not to mention, this looks incredible. Genuinely, on my list of like all of the woods, it's gonna have to go Apricorn, Oak, Spruce. That is how highly I rank this. But ores and Apricorn wood aren't the only blocks that Cobblemon adds. Cobblemon adds 3 new main functional blocks, all of which have their own unique uses. To start, we've got a must-have for any aspiring Pokemon trainer, the healing machine. Given the name, I'm sure you can guess what it does. By right-clicking it, a cool little animation will play and you'll be able to heal your whole Pokemon party to their full health. You'll be able to craft it using 5 iron and 2 copper ingots like so. Next up, we've got the PC. This is especially useful if there's any particular Pokemon that you don't like. Simply put them in this thing, exit the GUI, and never think about them ever again. But seriously, the PC can be used to store your Pokemon that aren't currently in your party. And finally, we have the newest of these blocks, the pasture block, which was added in update 1.4. Using this, you can let the Pokemon that you do like roam free around the block. First, you'll want to put them in a PC and then select them within the pasture block. And then they'll begin to wander around it. It's ideal for making a farm type setup with farmable Pokemon such as Wooloo or Miltank, or even just setting up a cute little enclosure. You could even fit it with its own swimming pool or cage. Maybe not that last one. Now, as we're getting closer to the end of all of the Cobblemon features, I think it's time that I told you about some add-ons. If you're looking for something a bit more customized with your Cobblemon experience, the Cobblemon Discord has everything that you'll need in its add-ons channel, from compatibility with other mods such as botany pots, to a ton of structures that are authentic to the original game's feel, or even if you want to add the infamous missing note to your experience. It's all there in one place. The link will be in the description. And now it's time for me to carry out a contractual obligation. If you like Minecraft multiplayer and the Cobblemon mod, then Cobbleland is the place to be. This isn't the first time that I've worked with Cobbleland on a video, and let me tell you, the team has done something incredibly special here. The building work of the lobby area is simply incredible. And that's not the only thing. From weekly server events where you can win free goodies, to custom Pokemon spawning that isn't in regular Cobblemon, and even legendaries, something that the original Cobblemon hasn't properly implemented yet. But the Cobbleland team did not let that stop them. They are dedicated to bringing you the authentic multiplayer Cobblemon experience. contests with their player-run community gyms and daily rewards. The IP to join the server is play.cobbleland.com. It's Fabric 1.19.2, and soon they'll be updating to Minecraft 1.20 and Cobblemon 1.4. Thank you to Cobbleland for sponsoring this video, play.cobbleland.com. And with that, that's all the time that we've got for today. I'm sorry about the uploads somewhat slowing down. I've recently started college, and I'm also just trying to balance out my personal life and my online life. But as long as you guys give me time, I will be alright. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Make sure you like and subscribe if I haven't made you absolutely hate me yet, and I'll see you all next time.
Batman, I caught a little Pokemon. Do you want to know what Pokemon I caught, Batman?
What Pokemon did you catch, Joker?
I caught a Lopunny, Batman. I caught a Lopunny.
Oh no, Joker. Don't tell me.
Oh no, Batman. You already know. You already know what I'm gonna do to that thing.
Joker, it's an animal, Joker. You can't.
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it.
No, don't, Joker, don't.
I'm gonna do it, Batman.